Let's start off real quick. How injury-wise? I know there's a couple guys that got beat up. How are you looking this week after that game?
We're pretty healthy. Nothing really significant from that game itself. Okay, early in the game, this is a quick throw and pass from Mitchell Gibbons to Jonathan Stewart. Picked up 6-7 yards. They gave us the hit, so we took it right off the bat. This is a nice run to Kendall Jackson, and when we ran that play right there, I felt real good because the line opened up a nice hole against a pretty good defense, and we hadn't had too many running plays look like that in the first 3 weeks. So Kendall's a hard runner, and our line opened up a nice hole. Farragut, as you can tell, they scored at some point in the first quarter, so they kick off to us, and we have a pretty good little kickoff return, and I believe that's Doty Truss on the return, number 24, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty decent block right there, and had a couple of blocks, and he's a guy that can really make you miss, so that was a good return, put us in good field position. We didn't take advantage of it, I don't think, but put us in good field position. Mitchell Gibbons again, and I think that's the same connection we had a minute ago. This is Jonathan Stewart on the slant route. Nice throw, nice catch, and we crossed midfield. Good protection. There's really nobody there to disrupt. Of course, they make a good tackle after the catch. This is a nice throw and catch on a little seam route.
It's nice seeing those fans as filled up as they were.
We had a good crowd.
It was a good crowd, and remind you that Prior Pediatric Dentistry is sponsoring Pack the Ship this Friday. We encourage you guys to come out and see the Wildcats live.
And this is the same seam route, and I believe that's Tyrell Romano. I can't see his number, but I think that's what it was on the reception. Good throw by Mitchell. And Romano made some nice catches. Good decision by Mitchell Gibbons here, and a nice hard run down to the 5-yard line. And I guess this is actually, that's the second half. I don't know what happened to the first touchdown, but. Okay, well, we missed the first touchdown for some reason, but that's the one that actually ties it up, or the extra point ties it up. So this is after the Preston Turner interception and in the second half. So we actually scored in the first half with a couple of seconds left. Nice throw and catch from Mitchell Gibbons to Tyrell Romano. And then that's another shot of the touchdown that actually makes it 14-13. And then this is going to be Brady Hudson on the extra point. Jack Replogle on the hole. Tyler Galloway on the snap. And it's 14-14, probably midway in the third quarter. And then our defense really does a great job. Farragut threatened a time or two, but they never really came terribly close to scoring. That's a nice play by Jacob Adams, and his name was called out a lot.
18 tackles.
He made 17 or 18 tackles. That's a nice hit right there, and that's probably Jacob. I didn't see the number, but watch this running back get stopped cold. When a guy gets tackled like that, it's generally Jacob Adams. You do? Okay. Yeah, we can do that. All right, little technical difficulties. We're going to go back and see some of the stuff we missed. We may go right on past this stuff without much comment, I guess, since we've already described it.
Yeah, we'll speed it up real quick since we've already seen the first half. We were, or a lot of the first half, we were down on the drive where Mitchell Gibbons tried to pass it, but wasn't much there, so he decided to tuck it and run, and it was near the goal line, I think around the 3-yard line or so.
Yeah, I think this is kind of where we were. Okay, there's the slant route we saw earlier from Mitchell Gibbons to Jonathan Stewart. And this is going to be another shot of that slant route, I believe. This is the seam route to Tyrell Romano that gets us down inside the 15 from Mitchell Gibbons. This is going to be another look at it right here. Nice pump fake right there, and then a perfect strike from Gibbons to Romano. And we're down 7 after the first quarter. This is Mitchell. I think we saw this earlier. He does a good job getting down inside the 10 to about the 5. Maybe the 6. Okay, we didn't convert there, so we're back on defense, and a heck of a job defensively right here by several Wildcats. Jacob Irvin and Matthew Calhoun were the first 2 there, and there's Cole Adams also. It's great to see 3 or 4 guys around the ball. There's Jack Replogle as well. All right, they've gotten it out of the shadow of their own goal line, but we're still putting the heat on them. And nowhere really for him to go. Jacob Adams up top, and go back and check this out and see who it was on the low side of that tackle.
He's kind of a skinny guy, but their quarterback is a large athlete. He's a tall guy. He's tough to bring down, as he shows right there.
Yeah, 33 right there is Brian Kelly. He is a freshman who played some for us the other night. He had about 25, 30 snaps at outside linebacker. Good pressure on the quarterback, forcing him to throw it away. We got a lot of heat on the quarterback the other night. Unfortunately, they scored again, and they're up 14 at this point. And this may be the beginning of that pretty impressive 2-minute drill. That
little acting job, maybe.
Yeah, well, a little flopping, but it worked. Here's Kendall Jackson really making something out of nothing, and making a good gain down into their territory.
He's a very tall back for what Oak Ridge is accustomed to in the backfield, or even at the high school level. I mean, he looks like he's inching towards almost 6 feet tall. That's rare.
Yeah, especially for a sophomore. He's, he looks a little bit like the sophomore version of Sean Bohannon back in the 90s. And there's another nice run by Kendall. Nice hole. You don't get a run like that without good blocking from the line. And you can see there's a nice crease right there, and he hits it hard. He's a hard runner. Okay, we came up short, so that wasn't the drive I was talking about. But we stop them here. And I guess after this possession, maybe we'll get the ball back. And see, they're down now. They're up 14-0, and this is really kind of scary because we don't want them to go up 21. That's a huge play right there. A nice sack. That's Samuel Hensley, and they really had no answer for him. They couldn't block him. He was causing problems for them all night long. You can see he's not big, but he's plenty tough. Okay, this is the first play of we got about 2 minutes left. No, actually, I think we had 58 seconds left. We ran the ball on first down. We had all 3 timeouts, trying to get a little field position, and we popped this for 15 yards or so. So now we're up close to midfield. Throw a short little out route to Isaiah Johnson, which crosses the 50-yard line. Getting out of bounds was huge. And a smart move by Isaiah, stopping the clock. Then we throw a little flare out to Kendall Jackson, who gets down inside the 40. We're about the 37-yard line, probably with about 37 or 40 seconds left in the first half. I think we called a timeout maybe after this play. Maybe used our first one there. Nice little swing pass to Isaiah Johnson, and he wisely gets out of bounds yet again. And we're down inside the 30 slightly. And I don't know how much time's left, but it can't be more than 20-something seconds at this point. Maybe we had 1 timeout left, possibly 2. And here's the play. Great throw. Maybe even a better catch, but a great throw right here by Mitchell Gibbons. Good protection. That's the same seam route we hit him on earlier. This one's just a little bit longer down the field, and he literally just barely gets in the end zone. 2.9 seconds left in the half, as you can see up there on the scoreboard. And that was a big momentum boost for us. And Farragut, who was almost up 21-0 a few minutes ago, finds themselves only up 14-7, and that had to be a little deflating at the half in a game that they really controlled more than that. Then we come out in the second half, and after I told them we hold them to 14, we're going to win, and we quickly get a turnover. I'm sure one of these plays coming up is going to be the big interception from Preston Turner. There's Jackson Adams and Jacob Adams, both involved in the tackle. And like we said earlier, Jacob's just all over the field. And for him to do that, our linemen have to be taking up some blockers, so that was good. This may be the interception right here. And it is. Great interception by Preston Turner on about the 45-yard line, and nice return. Gets it down, as you can see, around the 27. I do think we picked up a penalty for a block in the back, so we end up getting it not quite in that good field position, but great play by Preston Turner and a great return by Preston. So now we have the momentum on our side big time, coming off the score right before the half, and now the interception, and we're in their territory, 1st and 10. And there's a good shot of Preston Turner. We're pretty excited at this point. And the crowd was very loud. I don't know how many people we had there, but it sounded like we had thousands. It was just, when we scored there right before the half, it was loud. And this touchdown coming up was really loud, too. Another good look at the interception. Great hand skills out of Preston. He's got excellent hands. Yeah, rips his helmet off there, and penalty should have been on them. I don't know what happened there. This was a great play by Mitchell Gibbons, who in turn gets it to Tyrell Romano, who makes a great play. This is one of the rare bad snaps we had, and Mitchell goes to the left, picks it up off the ground, and just flips it out to Tyrell, who makes a man miss at the line of scrimmage and gains 30 or 40 yards to put us in position to go down and tie this game up.
Now, your backs look like they did a good job all night of making the first guy miss.
They did. And here's a nice run by Kendall Jackson. I thought he was going to score, but the guy put a good hit on him and stopped him just about the 1 yard line, maybe slightly inside the one. And I think that was third down, and we had a decision to make whether to go for it or go for the field goal, and ultimately decided to go for it. And because our defense was playing so well, if we don't make it, they're down on their own 1 yard line. So I felt good about going for it here. And this is going to be the play that puts us within a point. Good surge by our offensive line, and he goes in the end zone almost untouched. And we're excited. You can see blocking right here. That's a great block by Isair Franquez and Tyler Galloway on the right side and his center. And then we're excited. Students are excited. Pretty loud roar right there. We've got headsets on, but it's hard to hear down there, especially with those students right behind us. Another good look at that. Coach is excited. It's a good time in Oak Ridge at that point. And here's the extra point. I said earlier, Tyler Galloway to Jack Replogle to Brady Hudson, and it's 14-14. And one good thing about this game was we made all of our extra points. That was key. All right, back on defense now that we have big-time momentum, and we're up, it's 14-14. We've evened the score. Nice tackle by Jacob. That running back was really a hard runner. We did a good job defending him. That's the play we talked about earlier. When you see that head jerk backwards, that's usually Jacob Adams, and knocked him flat on his back. And as I was saying earlier, for him to be able to be that free, guys like Nyon Flack, Jackson Adams, Samuel Hensley have to be doing their jobs to keep people off the linebackers. It's Carson Hope right there who made the tackle from the safety position. Nice tackle from Carson. See, they're moving the ball. They've got it down inside the 20, down around the 15. And this is a huge series right here because we don't want to tie it up and then turn around and have them go back and take the lead again. So this was a bend but not break Jack Replogle, first man there. Good job from his safety position. And that's also Jacob Adams. Those two guys are on you. You're not going anywhere. All right, great coverage right here. That was a quick throw and catch, and the tackle is made by Caden McCullough, outside linebacker. You can see they're down inside the 10, actually closer to the 5 than the 10. And this play looked like they had the first down. In fact, the announcers were fooled because his knee touched the ground. I don't know if we'll get it. This is the shot right here. You can see his knee touch the ground before his second effort, right there. Now he looks like, if you can't see well, it looks like he makes it. Like I said, our announcers thought he made it, but he didn't because the knee touched right there. So this was a big play. Third down, we decided to run the hitch and go, and did a good job of throwing and catching. If we keep that ball in bounds, it's a touchdown. But this is a huge play in the game because we don't really want to punt down there deep in our own territory.
Mitchell puts a lot of touch on his passes. I know receivers makes their job a lot easier.
No doubt about it. He's got a good touch. That was a nice run by Mitchell, breaking out of the pocket and actually delivering a little punishment to the defender at the last second. Good job, offensive line, staying with the blockers. Robert Hill right there, just running that guy past Mitchell. And this is a little wheel route that Mitchell throws perfectly. The only guy who can catch this ball is Tyrell Romano, and Tyrell does a heck of a job catching it. We go up 20-14, and then Brady Hudson will kick the extra point to put us up 21-14.
We're going to stop the highlights right there.